All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Brachaha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect, Shalom Barakathum. And Ukraine to release thousands of prisoners to help fight Russia. I bring this out because this is a foreshadowing of what's getting ready to come to the men settled on their leaves, which that's a precept I just thought of. I'll get that as well. Over here in America, the men that are settled, okay, this is what's coming to you. All right, now y'all get bored. Y'all said we're repetitive. We're beating the war drums. We're being negative. Okay, but that's what you're supposed to do as a watchman. Okay. It may be boring and mundane every day as a watchman, don't nothing happen, but you got to give a report anyway as to what you saw. All right. But eventually you're going to see the importance of it, and the wise of you are going to see it before, it's too late. All right. And then the unwise, you're just marked, okay, to be destroyed. But it says Ukraine to release thousands of prisoners to help fight Russia. All right. And a lot of people over here, all right, America has the largest penal colony in America. What is a penal colony? That's the population of people that are held as some type of penalty or penance to society. Okay. See if I can find it. Let me see what'll come up. Penal colony. There it is. Penal colony, distant or overseas settlement established for punishing criminals by forced labor and isolation from society. Okay, now Russia famously has one called Siberia. All right, you have another famous one, Alcatraz. All right, Guantanamo Bay, places like these. All right, but really all of these state and federal penitentiaries, they're all penal colonies. Why? Because you're in there making license plate, generic brand, shea butter, whatever Esau's got you in there doing, okay, for 3 cents a day. All right, and he's selling it for $10. Whatever said product is, that it's slavery. All right, that's what the 13th Amendment was about. All right, and America has the largest population. All right. Of individuals in a penal colony. Who is it mainly? You Jakes, man. All right. So that's the warning. All right, because you got the warning a few weeks ago about how women are going to be drafted. Now, if you think they're drafting women, you think they're not going to put death row inmates and wicked niggas on the front lines, man. You're out of your minds. Okay. So there really isn't going to be any escape here. And this is a sign that they're getting closer and closer to it. Okay. Ukraine basically showed you that, man. They were grabbing up people, ages, 15, I believe I saw, and getting thrown on a bus. And you saw 60, 70-year-old men out there too. Okay. It says the recruiter told them, you can put an end to this war. You can put an end to this and start a new life. The main thing is your will, because you're going to defend the motherland. You won't succeed at 50%. You have to give 100% of yourself, even 150%. All right? To do what? Enrich a bunch of rich Edomites at the top, and they're not sharing that wealth. Okay? There's no shortage of so-called white people in the camera crying because they can't afford groceries, man. It's going to get way worse than that, you soft-ass people, man. It's going to get way, way, way worse than that, man. Anyway, let me get a precept real quick, all right? Because you're soft, man, all right? Psalm 76:5, the stout-hearted are spoiled, okay? What does it mean to be stout-hearted? Let me get that real quick. Stout-hearted, abawar, okay, mighty, valiant men. So it's talking about the so-called mighty men. All right, Now, what does it mean to be spoiled? It means to have things taken from you. Look over in the NLT, it says, and they were stripped of their spoil. It says, back to the King James, it says, they have slept their sleep. All right, and none of the men of might have found their hands. Okay, and this is what the Most High is known for doing, man. He's known for confounding our enemies for us. All right, we'll come in with 300 men, and they'll have 10,000, like in the case of Gideon and the Midianites, and then the Maccabees. All right, in the case of the Maccabees, they didn't even have weapons, man. They just charged them, okay, and overthrew thousands of men. Okay, because the Most High can make you bitch up. He can make you hesitate, and that's enough to catch an arrow or whatever it is. Okay. When we were coming into the Holy Land, he did what? He had hornets go in, and beyond the gates of the city, and all of the men kept running out, man. Ran out from outside of the gates. So you didn't even have to take the city. They ran out and got spoiled, man. All right. So this is what the Lord is known for doing. That's why they call him a man of war, the Lord Yahweh of hosts. Okay, this is what the Most High does, man. All right, and it shows you the big trick bag it is, because that's the only blessing that Esau has is the sword. Okay, so the only way he can act against the Most High is in war. Against the God of war, the true God of war, the true power. Okay, so that's a setup from the beginning, man. All right, but this is what they're telling you over there overseas fighting, man. All right, but let me go to the main precept. I want not to make this too long. All right, Jeremiah 51:30. We bring this out a lot. It says, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holes. Their might hath failed. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. All right. And that's speaking about the condition and the state of men over here, man. Because even the so-called mighty men, the guys that are in shape, they don't have the heart in them. All right. It's just like the analogy between the lion and the tiger. The tiger is bigger and has more muscle mass and a good reaction time over the lion. But the spirit in the tiger is not the same as the spirit in the lion. The lion just has that ferocious tenacity, man. All right? That I don't give a fuck edge to him, So in a battle, the lion is way more dominant over the larger tiger, man. See? That's what you got to realize, man. The spirit in you, all right, is the decider of how you do in a battle, man. You've seen in boxing matches where the opponent was favored, may have had him on reach, may have had him on a little bit on size, a little bit on power. But if your mind is shaken, man, all right, you're going to get knocked out. Okay? And that's what the Lord is going to give his servants. Okay? That state of peace, because our minds are worried now. All right? Now, I said I was going to get that precept, okay, because we putting in our work now, man. We're dealing with all of this anxiety and stress, hoping to get out of here. All right, so when the Most High shows up, we're good. All right, because we put our fear was well placed. Our fear was in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And staying on point. All right, y'all went around with no fear at all. All right, thinking shit's sweet, man. All right, but it's gonna hit y'all the worst. Why? Because y'all think, despite being this close to World War III, y'all somehow think it's just gonna be somebody else's problem. No, Esau's gonna make it your problem. Okay, if he's drafting women and prisoners, your ass is getting on one of them Humvees. All right. This is Zephaniah 1:12, and it shall come to pass that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lees, that say in their heart, the Lord Yahweh will not do good, neither will he do evil. Those are the specific individuals that's going to get it the worst, man. All right? And if you pay attention to this verse, you clearly see that they know of the Most High, but yet they just think he's going to sit there and let us sit in captivity forever. Think he's just going to let the devil win and win and win. Okay? There's a tipping point where the Lord is going to make a move. All right? And if you've waited beyond that point, then guess what? You weren't chosen, my man. All right? And that's a horrifying feeling. Okay? Now let me go back here real quick to Jeremiah 51. All right? Going down to verse 42. The sea has come up upon Babylon. She is covered with the multitude of the waves thereof. What does that mean? That people are gathering against America. Through this, in the spirit, they're against this place, man. All right? BRICS is maybe just economic, all right? But the animosity ain't just to do with money, man. It's all the sanctions they put on you. People die from sanctions, man. You choking up supply chains here and there. You reneging on the deal here and there, seizing assets. Those things have real life complications, consequences, man. All right? While you're over there beating on your chest as a show of force, everybody's angry with you, man. And that doesn't even, that's just the economics. That doesn't include all of the stuff these other nations know you did through the CIA. Okay? They know what these military bases are. They're garrisons. They're not there for protection. They're there to keep order for American interests. Okay? And so now what? They're gathered against you now. Verse 43, her cities are a desolation, a dry land, and a wilderness, a land wherein no man dwelt, neither doeth any son of man pass thereby. And I will punish Baal in Babylon, and I will bring forth out of his mouth that which he hath swallowed up. All right? So everything you took, everything you stole, all of the false promises, that and the fruits of that's all getting ready to be vomited up, man. All right? All right? You're gonna throw up everything, but you're still gonna be drunk. All right? That's how much you've drank of that cup spoken about here in Jeremiah. All right? Because as Esau is vomiting all of this up, he's still going to be wilding out, man. He's going to get worse and worse. It's going to be crystal clear why this guy has to go in chains. All right? You're not going to be brought to court. And no. Now it says, continuing on in verse 44, and the nations shall not flow together any more unto him. Yeah, the wall of Babylon shall fall. And that's basically what we're seeing right now. All right. People are not here in America to stay here permanently. They're here to spoil you, man. A lot of these people from India, they're moving that money right back to India, man. India's getting built up. They may be quote unquote third world compared to you, but they have way more people there. And the people that are coming to America, they don't have no ties there, man. All right. They keep their culture. You see them still walking around with that red dot on their forehead, man. They don't have a goddamn American flag on. Same thing with the Moabites, man. That's money going back to China. All right? And that's been happening slowly and slowly over a time period. And that goes into Obadiah. All right? About how you're being spoiled. The American population here is being hollowed out, man. You're getting robbed. Okay? It says, verse 45, my people, go ye out of the midst of her, and deliver thee every man his soul from the fierce anger of the Lord Jehovah. And because that basically means when you start seeing this happening, people starting to leave America, you starting seeing movements like Passport Bros, and how far your dollar travels in these other countries, and these other heathen are coming here and spoiling everything and going back to their own homeland. All right? Where inflation just becomes unreasonable. When these things start happening, man, that's how you know the Lord is getting ready to tell us to withdraw completely, man. All right? Which we're already commanded to withdraw, but it's going to be apparent, all right, that there's a side to choose, okay? It says, verse 46, and lest your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land. What's the rumor? World War III. Okay, stateside invasion, these migrants that cross the border, that's part of it, man. All right. Guess what? You're gonna be enlisted to fight, man. Okay. Because y'all hear these rumors, y'all know. Even people in the hood, they know, man. They know. All right. It says a rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that, in another year shall come a rumor, and violence in the land, ruler against ruler. Uh-oh, that sounds like Second Esdras. Okay. All right. And so what happens after, just to give you a little chronology, okay, you get the America gets business gets put on Front Street. They get spoiled economically by the heathen. All right. And they get embarrassed and humiliated. They get exposed for what they're doing on the world stage. The Most High gives the signal, we got to start withdrawing from this place, and then the plagues start hitting, man. All right. When we don't go out on the street corners anymore, man, that's how you know that this place is about to get smacked. Okay. Just like after a big tsunami comes, what happens? The tide withdraws. The water on the beach, it withdraws all the way back into the ocean, man, almost. All right before that tidal wave comes. That's how the men of the Lord are going to be, man. We're going to be withdrawn from this place. All right. Then you're going to see that mass violence everywhere, man. All right. And there ain't going to be no street corner you can go to on a Saturday and find us, asking us what's going to happen next. No. All right. And when those plagues hit, you already know what's coming. It says, verse 47, therefore, behold, the days come that I will do judgment upon the graven images of Babylon, and her whole land shall be confounded. The whole land's going to be confounded here, man. All right. These so-called wise guys, these scientists, these preppers, they not going to have the answers because they've never been in it. They've never seen it this widespread with this many people. All right. And people are going to be desperate as hell too, man. All right. Because they're fat and addicted to everything. Okay. And her whole land shall be confounded, and all her slain shall fall in the midst of her. All right. So you can read more on that, obviously, but you see you see how the chips are stacking up. All right. You can always get a read on what Esau's up to by what's going on into these neighboring nations over here. All right. So anyway, I'll end it there. Lord willing, this was edifying. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bahashem Chakwadash Shalom Kwam Yasharallah.